discovered inside a burning vehicle following this violent carjacking and kidnapping of a South Florida woman.
Authorities believe the body is that of a missing woman from Homestead. The search is on for the suspects involved. Local 10's Joseph Ojo is in Homestead with more.
What we are now investigating is a homicide.
Hours after this video was taken, investigators confirming that this is where they found the torch vehicle and body, believed to be that of 31-year-old Kathrine Aquavivas.
There was so much damage to the vehicle, you could not positively identify the vehicle, but from all accounts of looking at the scene, it looks like the vehicle and is consistent to everything that we've seen so far.
It was around 2 Thursday afternoon. Aquavivas was traveling from Homestead to Central Florida to visit family. It was after stopping for gas at this Seminole County Shell station, she drove to the intersection of East Lake Drive and Tuscaloosa Road in Winter Springs.
About a half a mile or so prior to that intersection, she started to notice that the green Acura was behind her, and the Acura was actually ramming into her back bumper at that time.
A witness capturing this video around 6 p.m.
You need to do something now because I don't know what's going on.
You can see a man in a black hoodie wearing a ski mask pointing what appears to be a 10mm handgun at Aquavivas. He gets into the white Dodge Durango she was driving, the green Acura tailing behind as they pull away, the tag covered by a plastic covering.
I think you guys need to do something.
From there, the group heads south to Osceola County.
At this time, we suspect that Kathrine is still driving under the armed dictation.
The Seminole County Sheriff's Office believes they have found the woman in this video, but they are still looking for the violent attackers who approached her white Dodge Durango. Good evening to you. I'm Eric Von Aken. Thanks for staying up late with us tonight. We appreciate you. The sheriff says those men are armed and dangerous, and they killed Kathrine Aquavivas. After this happened, detectives say that she was ordered at gunpoint to drive to Osceola County, where they found a body, a burning car, and shell casings. The investigation and lack of answers has left the sheriff's office and the community with lots of questions. News 6's Catherine Silver walks us through the latest on this investigation.
It's video you've seen here on News 6 and all over social media. A masked gunman getting into a car at Tuscaloosa Road and East Lake Drive Thursday night. Witnesses captured this evidence and called for help. On Friday, the sheriff told us the woman inside the white Dodge Durango was followed by this green Acura, and his detectives know that because before this video was taken, she called her husband and told him this.
About a half a mile or so prior to that intersection, she started to notice that the green Acura was behind her, and the Acura was actually ramming into her back bumper at that time.
This is Kathrine Aquavivas, the victim in this case. Deputies say her husband told her don't stop, so she kept driving.
Until she came to this red light. That's when one suspect came up to her car. It was still broad daylight at the time here in this busy intersection.
With the gunman in the back seat behind Aquavivas, she drives off with the second suspect in the Acura trailing behind. About an hour and 45 minutes later, she was found in Osceola County. People there heard gunshots and saw a burning vehicle at a construction site off Boggy Creek Road.
The perpetrators knew exactly who they were going after.
The sheriff talked through the timeline and circumstances that we know, but there's a lot we still don't know, including how long the suspects were following her, what was she doing here in Central Florida, and the biggest question, why did this happen?
There's a lot of unknowns, a lot of things that will leave people scratching your head, and I think the biggest is why. Because this wasn't just a random incident. They're ramming the car half a mile before that intersection. Why did she and her husband not call 911? I don't know. Why did she stop at the red light? This is a tragic incident, nevertheless. I mean, a horrible, horrible, frightening situation.
Here's what the sheriff told us his detectives would be working on through the weekend. They're talking to her family in South Florida. Her husband told deputies she was here to visit relatives, but they haven't been able to verify that. They're also asking for your help. A lot of people are talking about this case. Maybe somebody saw something that will give them a new lead. In Seminole County, I'm Catherine Silver, getting results, News 6.
Breaking tonight, a man is fighting for his life as police search for the person who stabbed him. The Orange County Sheriff's Office tells